Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So to honor your time, if you are looking for a video where somebody's doing a trade recap or talking to you with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty, dirty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find value in this video. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at market open. Watching 204 here as potential short. In at 204 on mRNA. See what it wants to do. Just 100 shares, so even if I'm wrong, not going to be a big deal. But on the same token, if I'm right, I'm also not going to make a bunch of money on it either. But as of right now, I'd rather err on the side of caution with lower position size. And see if it does want to come down through that 204 mark. As of now, being pretty stubborn. And that's not good. But we'll see if it wants to try to come back down. I will go, well, maybe getting close to getting stopped out here. We will see. All right, I'll go ahead and pause for now. Okay, maybe coming down. Finally, potentially. So took off some shares here. Yeah, now that VWAP's a problem though. I'm just going to go ahead and call it good. So yeah, basically a trade that didn't work. VWAP crept up on me, and you can see right there, came down, hit off VWAP, and now it's returning back upwards. So yeah, I did make money on it, but essentially a failed trade. So let me look around and see. Oh, wow. What happened with Nvidia? Whew. I was watching that one for a potential short standpoint. What a move there. Eek. All right. Well, so I guess I'm 1 for 1 on the day. I would consider that more of just, I'm not going to call that a loss either, but it certainly by no means really worked out the way that I thought it would. Maybe even gave it more time than what I should have. I would accept that critique. If I was thinking that thing was going to at least pull back a little bit, I sure did hang on to that for quite a while, and oh, missed that. Oh, Tesla, 134.50. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. And quick little update here. You can see mRNA, yeah, that VWAP there, yellow line, has just been stubborn, and now the price has returned back upwards. So yeah, it was a winning trade, but and I played it pretty well, all things considered. Now seeing how the price, completely turned around, but yeah, got it wrong in the sense of thinking that it'd pull back a bit more than what it actually did. But yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. So I just wanted to give a quick update on that one. Once again, I'm going to watch 204 here, maybe a fake breakout of that pattern. So watching 204, just 100 shares because, again, a higher risk trade. But yeah, maybe this is some sort of just fake breakout move here. In at 204.06. So let's see if this thing does indeed want to start to make a bigger move to the downside. If this is a fake, truly fake breakdown, then 203 should break too. So let's see if it can come down to 203 and push down through there. Or once again, is that VWAP gonna bail it out? That's really the question. So let's see how the price wants to behave relative to that VWAP. Does it finally want to give up? And if it does, in my mind, that should really send this thing not collapsing, but it should give a good little surge to the downside. So that is the question. Got the fake breakout, broke out, came back down. Now is that going to cause enough people to panic and freak out here? Right now it has not, because that VWAP is holding. But if VWAP fails, then you got to think that that will cause more people to wave the white flag on the trade. But right now that VWAP has been the saving grace here. But let's see if the price can get down to that area. So reducing position size a little bit could still be a losing trade, just won't be a big of a losing trade because, yeah, this one's testing my resolve too, because people from the short side were also saying, uh-oh, is that going to hold? Is that going to hold? If it does, and once again, so right now the VWAP is winning. It's shaking my confidence, but there's the break. Good. But let's see, can we get some follow through here? Still have 50 shares, so I've kept myself in the game. And now it's just a question of, there we go. Oh, wow, that was a quick bounce. All right, let's see if it wants to come back down. We were knocking on the door, potentially breaking 202, and that fast, back up at snaps. Yeah, just not timing this one right. All right, out of that one. So basically another, shoot. That happened real quick because it did snap down there to 202, and I thought I was going to be able to scale out a little bit more, but well, this is the type of market we're looking at. I mean, look at NVIDIA. I guess all things considered, I could be trying to play this one, and then, because that one was looking pretty bearish once again, and that fast, snap, up it goes. So, okay, well, a difficult, challenging morning so far. Good news is market's only been open 13 minutes. So I still got 17 minutes before I'm at my 30-minute mark where I like to try to be on done. Now, it's not like I'm going to for sure stop at 30 minutes, but, trading what I call the be done in 30 approach. I mean, on average, I want to be done after 30 minutes. It'd be great if I could be done before then, but point being, still have some time before I'm even at, my normal amount. And then look at coin here. Coin. Yeah, very nice move right there. And even mRNA just was a fake breakout, came down, broke through there, got a panic for a moment. Nice move, and then you can see things have recovered. Do they come back down? Maybe, but yeah, mRNA just not quite playing ball the way I would love for it to. $134. Do you take 134 short? All these things within this up, gap up context is just sketchy. All right, I will pause. All right, watching 178.15 in at 178.15 here on Nvidia. And let's see if this thing wants to come down. So it's coming down a bit. Somehow I only got 103 shares off. So this very well could still be a losing trade. Took off 47 there just to get myself to a round number to be able to mentally manage a bit better. Again, could still be a losing trade. Just won't be as big of a losing trade because I've locked in some small gains and, more importantly, reduced position size. But yeah, I'm trying to get one of these to roll over here. And they just don't seem to quite want to do it. Took off another 50 there. Just in the spirit of trying to... Yeah, it just does not want to let go. Just let go, my friend. Let go. There we go. There we go. Took off another 50 there. Still have 100 left. 75 left. And if this thing goes back up over 178, I'm going to be out of my remaining. So I'll let this last position work for me. So it's going to be a winning trade now. Just I don't know how big of a winning trade, which is a good spot to be in. Again, if it goes back over 178, I need to be out. But let's see if this thing wants to actually now finally get some move to the downside here. Now, it's already moved to the downside, but more to the downside is what I'm getting at. There we go. Can we get down through 178.50? Again, still watching 178. Took off another 25 there. So now I have 50 shares left. So this is turning out to be a good solid trade. And let's see if I can get out the remainder at 177, which would be a fantastic move for this final allotment, but we have some moving averages and such down there. Let's see if it can at least get down to 177. That's hesitating quite a bit. So I'm just going to call it good there. So nice little scalp, $130. Again, didn't make it, like I've been saying. I was right, but I didn't make a whole lot of money because you've got to factor in, well, what happens if I'm wrong? And if I was wrong, then I'd also be sitting there saying, well, good, I didn't lose a whole lot of money. And there's 177. Yeah, should have been a bit more patient. Hindsight, coulda, woulda, shoulda. So that's just how it goes. When you're a little skeptical, and the reason why I'm so skeptical right now of the markets is look at this SPY. This should just give you the shivers. Look how choppy this is. Markets went up, markets went down, markets went up, markets came back down, markets then went up, came back down, went up, and then came back down to where they are right now. In other words, no direction, an absolute chop fest. If you understand candlesticks, then when I say look at all these long upper shadows, look at all these low or long lower shadows, chop fest big time, which is why I'm very hesitant and why I'm doing lower position size. Because again, if I am right, I'm not going to make a whole bunch of money, which I'm okay with because I'm more concerned with, well, what if I'm wrong? Well, then I'm also not going to lose a whole bunch of money. So yeah, that's just kind of how you got. Now, if you feel good, if you got direction, if you got confidence, then yeah, up the position size to maybe what you're normally doing, or maybe in some situations, maybe even a tad bit more if you're confident in what you're seeing. But again, when what you're seeing is just an absolute chop fest, I would hope your confidence would be a little leery. Like, okay, what direction is? Because there is no direction other than up and down, chop, chop, chop. So you got to factor that into your decision-making process, and a very bare-bones basic way to do that is just simply your position size. And like I've said and will continue to say, yes, you're going to have two voices. You're going to have either the voice that shows up and says, good job with the position size because you were wrong and you lost money, but it wasn't much money. Or you're going to have the voice that shows up saying, you moron, why did you do such small position size? You were right, but you didn't really make that much, right? But that's always hindsight. So one of those two voices will show up. Nvidia now at this trend line, and I definitely don't trust this. This seems like too much of a 50-50. Doesn't want to break, doesn't want to bounce. I have no idea at all. So there's no way I'm going to take that trade. Now, if you're looking at that and saying you have a different reason, no, I think I want to buy or I want to go short, then that's fine. But for me, I'm just not seeing anything right there. So yes, this is how if a market is choppy, this is how I behave. I just reduce that position size, and there's trade-offs that come with it. And for me, I've been right, kind of. Nvidia, though, was definitely the first trade where I was right. I mean, it came back down, rolled over, fantastic, and that worked out great. But because of, like I said, the nature of things, and there's the bounce from that trend line. But yeah, all right, I'll go ahead and pause as I scan the markets. All right, so this position I'm in right now, if this comes down to 134, is I'm either going to be green on the day even more, or I'm still going to be green on the day, but not as green. So there we go. And at 134, again, I'm either going to be more green on the day, or I'm just going to be green, which is a good spot to be in, because this Tesla here is either going to come back down as it's been rejected, or this thing is going to keep on going up. So I'm just going to put that stop in play right now. I'll go with a hard stop. So 134.51 is my stop. And this thing, like I said, is either going to come back down or it's not, and I'll lose right around $150, which will still put me up right around $50 on the day. So this is still a good spot to be in as a trader, where I consider and say, you know what? I'm either going to be more green on the day, or I'm just going to be less green, but I'm still going to be green. And as traders, this is certainly a very ideal situation to be in. So that's really, a stress-free spot to be in right now, and looking like things are looking a bit sketchy right now. We'll see if they want to come back down, but it's really just a basic premise. So I will pause right now, and if it's looking like I'm going to get stopped out, I'll keep it going. Getting close, nope, and I'm out. So there we are. Took the loss. I know, couldn't make that up. And because I lost $156 on that one, I'm now up $50 on the day. And that's all I have for you, because look at this, and you can't even make this up. And it's 10 a.m. exactly on the dot. So I mentioned that 30 minutes earlier. So here we are, exactly 30 minutes in. Now that part was just completely unintended. But yeah, I took the trade, was okay with it, knew that I'd still be green no matter what. I'm not as green, but I'm still green. And, from a stress point of view, that is certainly a comfortable spot to be in. But look at this thing continue to rock and roll. But yeah, in my mind, that was a very logical spot where it could have rolled over. It didn't. So be it. So there we go. 30 minutes, $50, which is still kind of crazy if I stop it. When you say that out loud, like, would you ever go up to somebody that makes minimum wage and complain about making $50 in 30 minutes? Probably not. But that's all I have. So yeah, was kind of my day-to-day, not really my day, but at the end of the day, I managed things the way they should have been. So with very mediocre trading, still walking away with $50 in my pocket after 30 minutes. So I will take it. If you enjoy these videos, hit that like button, leave a simple comment down below. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.